It's showtime, folks.
The Bauer Show.
News team, assemble!
The Bauer Show is live now.
I think it's yours just because you marked it with your urine.
This is The Bauer Show.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to day number 2. Technically, day number 3. Day number 2 of April. Day number 3 of the Beer Half Full Bauer podcast. That's where I'm trying to bring you and share with you things that I find funny and or interesting as we make our way through this coronavirus world. Next week, I'm going to come up with an actual tally for you for days that I've now been at home with the stay-at-home order, and we'll kind of work from there as well. But that might be too much math for us all to go through at one particular time. So let me just say this. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for submitting some cool things that you guys thought were interesting and funny. And frankly, thank you for submitting things I didn't really ask for, I guess you could say. Like, for instance, I got some feedback, not just in regards to how you like having these kinds of fun things to talk about and point at and laugh at, as the case may be. We've got some good ones here for you today as well. But I also got unsolicited reports about my beard. And I'll say this. I really do appreciate the fact that you guys think my beard game is solid. I think that's cool. More than one report, by the way, on how my beard game is solid. And for that, I'm incredibly thankful. I was not preparing. I didn't realize that this was going to be. I guess there's a lot of people going through that right now as it pertains to what goes on. Sorry, getting to this early here. As it pertains to what's going on in this coronavirus world. But that said, you also wanted to know what was going on under the hat. So, ta-da! Now you get a look at this mess, which is due for a haircut. And as my wife pointed out earlier this morning, today is haircut day. So razor will be out, I believe, sitting in the kitchen, unless I haven't even really been outside. If it's sunny out, I'll probably be outside, so we don't have to do any vacuuming there. And that will begin house haircut number 1. Haven't had that since I was a kid growing up. So that's good. And I think we just start off with this tweet here. Twitter is great if you can afford therapy, but you also don't want to get any better. Thank you, social media. And with that, I will ask any of you who are on Twitter and seeing this video or seeing it on Facebook or on YouTube, tell friends about it. Share it with people. Hopefully they'll laugh. Hopefully they'll have things to send and talk about my beard game as I go for my hipster beard so I can fit in Brooklyn. That's my goal here. Anyways, time to move onward here. Time to move into some things that I think you guys might enjoy for today that might give you a little bit of a chuckle, might make you laugh a little bit. So let's start off with first, yesterday was April 1st. That's April Fool's Day. Now, I am of the firm belief, and said this throughout the day yesterday, that just because it's April Fool's Day doesn't mean you need to April Fool. In fact, I would suggest against April Fooling. And then this video came out, and because it's an April Fool's Day joke, I had to watch it. And I laughed. So collectively, how about we all just come to the agreement that for the time being, we're going to kind of put aside those jokes. And this will be the one that represents everybody here, as this dad plays a trick on his 3 girls who think today's the day to return to school.
Hey, girls, you tell me what day it is? Can you tell me the date?
Watch your face. Watch it. Then the little one gets it. The middle one's still unsure. All right. Yeah. He got him. Now, listen, I know what I said about this. I was very clear. We should not be doing any of those April Fool's Day jokes. That one hit home. I've got 2 daughters. They're e-learning, and one of them's about as old as I think the older girl is. They're pretty close to it. And sometimes the reaction time is a little slow that way. So I feel for them. I loved it. That's all I need as far as an April Fool's Day. I don't need to commit one. I don't even need to be a part of one. I just need to see one, as the case may be. Now, on to something I never thought I'd see in my life. And it's really simple, but it brought a chuckle to my face hole. This, covered by a beard, which I hear is an awesome beard. And that is this bear, as you see walking alongside the road, obviously in some sort of a construction type area. Clearly, when you look at this bear, you think, all right, it's just going to walk past a cone, right? No, my friends, not this bear. This bear takes the second to do something most people don't. Well, maybe he's going to attack and kill the cone. Maybe it's going to be this is going to be, that poor cone is going to be shredded to pieces. And no, that's it. If you don't think that I have shown that video to my 12-year-old and 6-year-old and said, see, he can pick things up around the house, why can't you? Then you would be sorely mistaken. And lastly, for those of you who saw The Irishman, that very, very, very lengthy Martin Scorsese movie that had everybody under the sun in it, good for you. Top notch. I'm not saying that, now would be a good time to go and watch it if you haven't yet, because you've got a lot of time on your hands. But Frank Caliendo, you might remember him from Mad TV. You've seen him on Fox when it comes to NFL Sundays. I believe he's been everywhere and anywhere on the comedy circuit doing his impressions. He's fantastic at them. He took, in his own living room, the opportunity to do his version of The Irishman, calling it The Virusman. So here's the Virusman trailer, according to Frank Caliendo. It's terrific.
Hello? Hiya, my friend. I get that kid I was talking about here. I'm gonna put him on the phone and let him talk to you, okay?
Hello? Is that Frank? Yeah. Hiya, Frank. This is Jimmy Hoffa. Glad to meet you. Glad to meet you, too. Even if it's over the phone. I heard you hoard toilet paper. Yes. Yes, sir, I do.
Only 3 people in the world have stacks of TP like this.
All of them are good.
And only one of them's Irish.
The government, a big supermarket, are trying to fix it.
It's Pacino spot
Because
on.
people have lost their minds.
Joey's pretty good.
But that's good for us.
And I also have hand sanitizer. Oh. I'm glad to hear that.
That's the part that gets me. The Irishman.
He loves to talk about TP, don't he?
It sure does.
See, now if you've seen The Irishman, you know how funny that really is. And Frank Caliendo, fantastic job. The guy is absolutely hilarious. Now, I got to be honest, I've never seen his stand-up comedy. I would love to go see his stand-up comedy. I'd love to be a part of seeing his stand-up comedy. I don't know how it is at all, but the voices are fantastic. And Frank Caliendo taking the time to do that is also amazing. All right, so there you go. 3 things for you to enjoy here today. Hopefully you laughed half as hard as I did. And tomorrow you might be laughing harder as I will reveal my homemade haircut. Hopefully you won't laugh as hard. Hopefully it won't be that bad. I can't guarantee it. Again, it's been a long period of time since I've had a home haircut. My mom did one years ago. Whether or not this one turns out as bad, we'll all find out tomorrow. All right, take care. For Bauer, I'm saying see ya. Make sure you do your homework and tell at least 3 friends about the Bauer Show podcast. Get in on the conversation or start a whole new conversation at the Bauer Show Facebook page, facebook.com/Bauer Show. And follow us on Twitter. Hit us up anytime. The conversation is there 24/7 on Twitter at the Bauer Show.